Hello, Vinyl community. This is Randy. Back today with another video. Today is the 17th of February, 2021. It's cold. Cold here in Nashville. Extremely cold. Really cold out there. But I'm going to show you some records that I picked up in the first half of February 2021. Well, I didn't really pick these up. These were all delivered to me here at my house. So, before I start showing you records, I'm going to show you a CD. This is what we're hearing in the background right now. Dave's Pick, volume number 37. This is Grateful Dead. Recorded live at the College of William and Mary at Williamsburg, Virginia on April 15th, 1978. What we're hearing is actually April 18th of 78, a couple nights later in Pittsburgh, the Civic Arena. So, so this package comes with the entire show from April 15th, 78. That takes up the first two discs. Then there's a couple songs on that second disc from Pittsburgh, and then I think this is most of the second set. I'm not really sure if it's first or second set from Pittsburgh. Here's the set list though. So we're in Sugary right now. So yeah, this is the version of the band that has Donna Jean singing background and Keith Godshaw playing piano. Seeing there, playing electric piano I think a lot on this one, and you can hear him really well in this. He sounds really good. Pictures here. Also comes with this booklet. I like the artwork here. It's basically like these, like a dorm room. So playing at the College of William and Mary and showing. So yeah, these always come with these inserts. Here's what they look like on stage. So yeah, another good show from 1978. So glad to get this one. Highlights on this show. Well, I think really from the Pittsburgh part, what we're going to hear, the Scarlet Begonias, and it goes into Dancing in the Street. It's really a highlight for me. Really unusual thing on this one is the Brown Eyed Women. The drummers start doing a really different thing. It's like they're playing a different song or something. They're playing in unison, so the drummers are on the same page, but the rest of the band is doing something different. So I don't know what happened there. So maybe they were trying, maybe were experimenting with something new and it didn't quite work. Or I never heard them do anything like that later, so I don't know. But it's a great CD overall. Really enjoying that one. So I got one 7-inch single. I got this from ordered a couple records from a Discogs vendor, and then I was looking through his store and had some 45s here, so I decided to pick up one 7-inch single here. Tighten Up by Archie Bell and the Drells. Hit song from 1968. This is an oldie series, Atlantic oldie series. So the only problem with this is that side B is I Can't Stop Dancing, but the original was Tighten Up Part 2. So, you know, maybe I'll still be on the lookout for that one if I ever see it. So, yeah, these singles in cost a couple bucks. So, yeah, I'll sort of be on the lookout for that. But this one sounds good for Part 1 anyway. So, got this new record. I think this came out in November or December of 2020, but it came out digitally, I think, at the beginning of 2020. This is Fish. Sigma Oasis, that's Fish standing there on their balcony, I guess, up there in Vermont, probably where they recorded this, at the barn in Vermont. So these songs have been getting played a lot on Fish Radio, on Sirius XM, so I was pretty familiar with all this record, but I was really glad to get it. Sigma Oasis, fantastic song. Some good live songs on here, like Everything's Right. And, Shade, I think, is the other one that I was really familiar with. Yeah, Thread, the very last song on the album, is a long jamming type song. So, yeah, it's really cool. It comes on this cool split vinyl. I think that's called Seafoam. I think they call that Seafoam. Seafoam in black. And then it came with a booklet. Some pictures here of where they recorded it. I think up there in Vermont. also has the words, the lyrics for the songs. So that's good. Booklet looks like. It was recorded mostly up there in Vermont, but I see also on the credits here on the back that some of it was recorded here in Nashville. And it was mastered here in Nashville. So, yeah, Fish. I'm glad to get that one. This record is Super Crush. Super Crush. The name of this record is Sodo Pop, S-O-D-O Pop. So, yeah, I guess that sounds like something sticky sweet. So, yeah, this is pure pop for sure. Yeah, came highly recommended by a couple of different VC people. So, thanks a lot for that. And, yes, three-piece band. And, yeah, we call it power pop for sure. A couple of the songs towards the end are a little bit slower and I guess you call them more contemplative, but I'll see how we call this pop music. And three-man band. It's one of these bands that Mark Palm, which I'm not sure which one he is. Mark Palm, though, is the guitarist, singer, writes the songs. So the other guy's bass player and the drummer. So yeah, this is on this delicious grape vinyl. Label on the other side's a different color. Yeah, Super Crush. So yeah, I call that pure pop. JG Yokohama, highly recommended to me, Neonistico. The name of this album by Sal Nistico. Sal Nistico is a saxophone player, tenor sax player. I was not familiar with him, but Jeff highly recommended it, so I got it, and I'm glad I did. It sounds fantastic. It's hard bop. These guys just jump right in on side one with Anthropology. So side one is three, well-known jazz songs: Anthropology, You Don't Know What Love Is, and Be My Love. Side two is two originals by Sal, Blues for KD, which I guess is dedicated to Kenny Dorham. And then Bamboo, which has a little bit of a sort of Central American or South American feel, I guess a Latin feel to it, I guess. And then it closes with Wayne Shorter's Fee Fi Fo Fum. So, yeah, I really was not familiar with most of these players other than Roy Haynes on drums. But there's baritone sax and also trumpet on here. Ted Curson plays trumpet. Nick Brignola on baritone sax. Ronnie Matthews on piano and Sam Jones on bass. So, yeah, hard bop. I mean, these guys just jump right in there and let it flow. So, yeah, very good. So, thanks for that suggestion, Jeff. I'm enjoying that one. This is on this, yeah, Beehive. Beehive is the name of that label. I hadn't heard of that one before. 1979 for this one. I guess he recorded it in November of 78 and it came out in 79. Sounds really good. Lucky Thompson is a tenor sax player from the 1940s, from a different era, and I got one of his albums a couple months ago from, I think it was recorded in the early 60s, can't really remember. That was one where he was the leader, and it was more of a straightforward jazz record. This is really a compilation album of a bunch of like 78s or singles that were recorded in the 40s. So he was a part of these bands. He's not really the leader for most of these. So it's like the All-Stars Orchestra. Estelle Edson with Oscar Pettiford. Estelle Edson is a singer. Freddie Green and his Kansas City 7. Freddie Green is a guitar player. Dinah Washington with Lucky Thompson and his All-Stars. Dinah Washington sings 3 songs on here. Walking Blues, Rich Man Blues, and what was the other one called? Yeah, Pacific Coast Blues. So, yeah, so these are songs from, yeah, like I said, a different era, from the mid-40s. It was recorded in 1945 for the most part, 1944. Some of them, I guess, as recently as 1950. Here, and cool thing about this, here's the labels on the back up. So these were all 78s that were compiled by this. I think this is an Italian record label, Swing Time. And, there's just no way I would have heard these records if I hadn't gotten this record. There's no way I'm going to find those 78s and buy them. I don't think these really been compiled anywhere else. It sounds like they're mastered from the 78s. It has that sound of the old 78s. The record itself is clean. That sounds good. So, So yeah, I was happy to get that one. Yeah, Swing Time. Swing Time is that record label. I ordered a couple records from Elusive Disc. I was just browsing their website, and they have a section for mono records, so I ordered a couple of mono records. So the first one is Jazz for Hi-Fi Lovers. So I'm a hi-fi lover, and I like jazz. So this is a record that came out in 1956, and you can see this on the front here is this vintage hi-fi system. It's a Macintosh amplifier down there, and really this whole part of this is all about the equipment that's over there. And the music itself is just straightforward 50s jazz. There's a Randy Weston song on here, Loose Wig. Sounds really cool. I'm glad to get that because I don't have any Randy Weston. I would like to get some of his music. Not So Sleepy by Matt Matthews. He plays accordion on that, so you don't hear a lot of jazz accordion. Sounds really good. Actually, a lot of it sounds like a harmonica. But yeah, it's accordion. And yeah, there's a Zoot Sims on here by, here's the track listing. So it sounds really good. This is a reissue on Modern Harmonic. This was a compilation, I think, from bands that were on Dawn. D-A-W-N, Dawn Records. So, I guess Modern Harmonic has gotten the rights to their music and they're reissuing it now. So, yeah, so this album came out in '56. It's reissued from a couple of years ago. Clear vinyl, Modern Harmonic. So, sounds really good. From that same vendor, Elusive Disc, I got this other mono record, Grandstand. Stan Levy Sextet. Stan Levy is a drummer. It's a West Coast drummer. This is West Coast jazz. I guess kind of cool jazz. I hadn't really heard of Stan Levy. I guess he's originally from Philadelphia, so he's from the East Coast, but I guess he moved out there and worked with a lot of those people out there. The only song on this album that I was familiar with was Yesterday's, the very first song on it, which they did an excellent version of that. It was, I guess you would call it cool jazz. It's Conti Candoli on trumpet. Really wasn't familiar with these people. But Conti Candoli, I've learned, was part of the Tonight Show Orchestra, so that's very cool. And Richie Kamuka on tenor, Frank Russolino on trombone. Sonny Clark plays piano on this, so that was the one person I was familiar with. And Leroy Vinegar on bass. So, yeah, I just got this, yeah, cool jazz, I guess. Straight ahead jazz. Sounds really good. This is a Pure Pleasure reissue from 2013. Pure Pleasure, a European label, really high quality reissues. It was originally issued on Bethlehem Records, so here's what that label looks like. Bethlehem. This is, yeah, Microcosmic Sound. Yeah, that's what it says right there. Microcosmic Sound. So, yeah, it's really excellent. Sounds really good. The last record that I have to show you this time is Study in Brown, Clifford Brown and Max Roach. So I think everybody in the VC has shown this record so far. Everybody who is interested in jazz is going to get it. A lot of people have shown it anyway. So, but I haven't shown you my copy yet. So this is what mine looks like. And this is acoustic sound. So this is a reissue. I guess it was originally remastered in 2009 for a Mosaic box set. I would love to have that box set. It has 4 Clifford Brown and Max Roach albums. That box set is really expensive now, so I'm really glad they reissued this. So these are all songs that they recorded in 1955, I believe. And I had the dates on here somewhere. Yeah, February 23, 24, and 25 of 1955. So I'll call this bop or hard bop. I mean, I think both of these guys, Clifford Brown and Max Roach, worked with Charlie Parker in the late 40s. There's a couple of jazz standards on here, Cherokee and Take the A Train, but the rest of the songs are written by Clifford Brown and then also Harold Land and Richie Powell. Land's End is a Harold Land song. Richie Powell wrote Jackie. Outstanding drumming with Max Roach. So, yeah, so I was glad to get that one. Sounds great. So, oh yeah, and that is on this replica MRC label, MRC, Study in Brown. So I was glad to get that one. Yeah, that's it. So I was thinking about doing a needle drop for Tighten Up, but I think instead I will just leave a link down there in the description. So Tighten Up by Archie Bell and the Drells, fantastic funk song from 1968. Maybe they'll have part 2 on there too. So anyway, let me know what you think about these records, and hope everybody's staying warm and safe out there. I think we got about 3 more days of really cold weather here in Nashville, so I'm ready for it to be over. But anyway, I guess it will be. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and yeah, let me know what you think about these records, and yeah, everybody have a great day.